hear the story of the mad King Deucalion? He decreed that all statues in his honor be made of ice, knowing that no great king outlives his works. He wanted to be the first.
They say a Mycenaean never loses in battle. They either win or achieve a glorious death.
The slums, market, and docks lie beyond. Do you seek entry?
I do.
Let them through! If I may say so, you fought well, sir. Ares smiles on you.
Hail, King Jason!
Greetings. I am Lysias, adjudicator of the Merchants' Guild of Mycenae. May I be of service?
Do you know a man called the Stork? I hear he conducts his affairs in the marketplace.
No, and I don't care to. The guard will catch up to him sooner or later. Smuggling, failure to pay tax, usury, he'll have much to answer for.
Then have you seen anything unusual in the market lately?
Unusual? Can't say I have. Just the normal trade disputes.
I see. Thank you.
Hail, King Jason.
This market is a temple for those who worship money.
Oh, for all the shade in Hades! Curse my luck!
If I know Hercules, he's more likely found in the market than here at the shrine.
Welcome, good sir. Khufu offers finest rags and tallow in all Greece.
I've no interest in either. Though you're the first merchant on Mycenae willing to deal with me.
That's because Khufu not from Mycenae, but from Egypt. People here miss Princess, but Khufu never knew her. Khufu, here you have great ship. Perhaps need boy? 2 boys help crew?
What?
Khufu offer fair price.
You trade in human flesh? You worthless wretch!
Foreign king misunderstand. Khufu still, learn speak language. Khufu offer only service, use of workers, not sale.
Your offer insults me. Don't insult me again.
Humblest apologies, good sir.
King Jason, feel a bit unwell.
What's wrong, son?
I did what you said. I watched a match during the trial by combat. I saw this one man had his head chopped off after it stopped rolling. It just stared at me.
There's no glory in killing for sport, Simon. I hope you see that.
So much blood. It was horrible.
But that's the life of the arena fight. I thought that's what you wanted.
Maybe not so much.
Sinon, it's time for you to go home. Find the next Iolcan vessel and tell them by my order to take you back. When you get home, report to the palace.
The palace?
I seem to recall an opening for a junior apprentice quartermaster.
Sounds important.
Oh, it is.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, desperate youths and foolish dreamers, what glory to the nameless dead!
The man of
King
Mycenae can't win forever!
Your match with Achilles is the talk of Mycenae.
Maybe one of you lot will be the first to defeat Achilles!
Some think the odor of the docks foul, but I smell commerce and connection, culture and vitality.
Fame, fortune, women! Patroclus treats his fighters like kings!
The Achaean strike. King Lycomedes scours Achaea
No
of
one
the
here
dark
that
Titan
drums of
heresy.
Ares.
Ideologies are
Not
the
with you,
weapons of
brethren,
tyrants, too weak to wield swords.
King Lycomedes.
Where'd you rather be? Lugging crates all day, or relaxing in the arms of an arena wench?
Forrest, how long will you persist in trying to claim what isn't yours? You've been repaid everything that was your due, and you'll not see one coin more than that.
You swindler! I'll tell everyone what type of business you run! That vase was mine! And if you sold it to another, then the profit is mine!
Excuse me. Can either of you point me toward the stork?
The stork? No. But I know a man just as dishonest. His name is Hegestratus.
Leave off, Forrest. It's you who tries to swindle me.
Thank you for your time.
So that is how a warden fights. Impressive. I do. Oh!
Yes, what is it? Captain Achilles, I am King Jason of Iolcus. Senator Anaxagoras says you can assist me. Have you had any reports of suspicious men in the city?
Well, there's you, and that ship full of Ionians. But we're keeping an eye on them.
What about Black Tongues? I saw one in your market.
Black Tongues? In Mycenae? With all due respect, sir, this is the most secure port in Greece. Every ship is inspected personally by a member of my guard. Any black-tongue fool enough to come, we'd find him before he left the harbor.
I'd like to see your dock reports.
Not going to happen. Those reports contain sensitive and private trade information. If you had authorization from the entire Senate and the King, maybe I'd consider it. Otherwise, forget it.
So you'll do nothing? It's one thing to be confident, it's another to ignore a threat.
I'll not have you question my command, sir. Between Lycomedes' tournament, unrest in the Senate, and your recent trial, the people are on edge. Now's the time when violence can spread like wildfire. I need my men where they are. Now, if you'll excuse me, Your Highness.
Pardon, sir. I'm Alexius, guardsman of the watch. I overheard your conversation with the captain. I too saw something strange in the market. Can't say if it was a black tongue, but one moment he was there, and the next he wasn't.
Did he have strange tattoos?
Yes, sir. All up his arm. Clean scalp, strange dress. Moment he saw me, he turned down an alley. When I caught up, he was gone.
Keep alert, Alexius. Let me know if you see anything else.
I will, sir. But if I may, some advice. Seek the stork.
The stork? Who's that?
Criminal type. Smuggling, gambling, money lending, spying. He's got his fingers in many pies. I shouldn't say this, but he knows more of what goes on here than any senator.
If you want to know about crime, it's best to ask a criminal. Where do we find the stork?
There's the rub. We don't know who he is. We've tried to find him, but when it comes to the stork, people get forgetful. He's somewhere near the market, I'm sure of it. Perhaps you can track him down, being an outsider and all.
Say, friend, you look handy in a fight. I am Damon of Crete. I could use a man like that.
You'll have to keep looking, Damon. I'm not your man.
I see. Should you decide to help bring a fugitive to justice, perhaps you'll come see me again. Friend, I'm Damon of Crete, and you seem a law-abiding man. How would you like to help bring a criminal to justice?
You offer bounties to strangers?
No, nothing so dramatic. It's for a noble purpose, I assure you. As I said before, I hail from Crete. Let's say the person I represent could be as important as King Minos himself.
Go on.
I'm tracking a dangerous fugitive who escaped from the prison of King Minos. I have reason to believe this criminal has found refuge on Mycenae, working in the bowels of the arena. The man's name is Daedalus. I need only that someone bring me proof he's here.
What kind of proof do you need?
Simple. A feather.
A feather?
The man keeps a pair of wings with him. Wings made from the feathers of a rare bird found only on Crete. I will be most grateful to the man who brings me one of those feathers.
Hope you find what you're looking for, Damon.
And I hope you remember me, should you find your way into the arena's underbelly.
Cleared up decks. Contemplates new start in Massalia.
And here a stage of sand, where actors bleed their lines before an eager chorus.
Archimedes holds the match between Achilles and King Jason. Both men equally matched.
I am sorry. King Lycomedes has withdrawn into the palace. He has made clear he will see no visitors, not even you.
I do.
You didn't by chance keep any trophies from those Ionians, did you? I'll pay a fair price for them if you did.
I've no need of trophies. I seek the man they call the Stork. Can you help me?
Not a finger, an ear, one of their masks, perhaps. Anything.
Never mind.
Welcome, sir. Looking for anything in particular?
Information. Do you know where I can find the Stork?
Why don't you leave my son alone?
Excuse me?
You are one of Origen's new friends, no? It's because of scoundrels like you he's in this trouble with the Stork.
Perhaps I could speak to the Stork on your son's behalf. Happen to know where he is?
Who? Origen? He went to Hermes' shrine to make a devotion. Praise the messenger, it better work too. It's the last of our coin.
I meant the Stork.
The Stork? How would I know? My business may be struggling, but at least it's honest. My boy's the one who got mixed up with that rogue. But he's through with all that now. Absolutely, completely through. He went to Hermes' shrine, a changed man. Oh, you should have seen his face this morning when I gave him the money. So devout and honest.
I hope the devotion will turn your fortune. Good day, Hippia.
Bread for sale? Hungry, sir?
No, thank you.
Yes, come look! Many fine tapestries!
A restorative elixir after your grand fight. Fresh goat's blood mixed with honey and seawater for a start.
No, thank you.
That's right, boys. Origen's coin is good, and I'm taking all comers.
Origen, son of Hippia.
Who's asking?
My name's Jason. I've spoken to your mother.
Good for you. I've spoken to her, too. Now, you here to play or chat about my relatives?
Origen, the Stork wants to see you.
I bet he does. I owe him more than I can remember. I'll go see him once I win it back.
I don't believe you. Where will you meet him?
Why, at his... Wait a moment. No. I'm not as dumb as that, am I?
Be a friend. No one needs to know you told us.
I'll give you a tip. You're not the most inconspicuous group of folks on Mycenae, are you? You don't think people haven't already noticed us talking?
You will tell me what I want to know. The only question is how much persuasion it's going to take to get you to talk.
All right. Tell you what. We'll play for it. A game of wits. If you win, I'll tell you what you want to know.
And if I lose?
Then I won't. Oh, and you'll go back to dear old Mom and tell her you saw me making a devotion here.
Game of wits, you say?
Right. A simple game to test one's cleverness. Here's how it'll work. I pick the game, and you choose who plays first. That way, it's fair.
Hope you're feeling lucky, boy. What's the game?
The game's a simple one, as old as the hills. It's called 11. We'll each take turns playing a number between 1 and 4. Each time a number's played, it's added to the total. Whoever hits exactly 11 wins. If you play to a number over 11, you lose. Simple, isn't it? So tell me, do you want to play first or second?
I'll play second. You first, Orator.
Then let's begin and see whose wit is sharper. To start, I'll play 2. That means the total is 2. Your turn.
I play 1.
And so the total is 3. I play 3. That brings the total to 6. Your turn.
I play 2.
And so the total is 8, which means I, of course, play 3, bringing the total to 11. It seems I win. Don't be too hard on yourself. There's few men in Greece can match the wits of Origin.
A slight exaggeration, perhaps.
I can't wait to hear you tell my mom how I've been such a good boy.
I need his location, Origin.
We just went over that. We played, you lost. That was the deal.
New deal. You tell me what I want to know. I let you keep your teeth.
Talk about a sore loser.
Your answer.
You're a terrible gambler. You know that? Oh, all right. The stork operates out of the slums. He's got a little rag stand set up there. He's an Egyptian, calls himself Khufu. But be discreet. If you even hint that I told you, I'm as good as dead.
We'll say nothing. You did the right thing.
I've made worse wagers before, I think. Now leave me be, would you?
Foreign king honors Khufu yet again.
I don't think so. I believe who I honor is the stork.
So, you've learned my little secret. Was it Origin who told you?
He's not to blame.
Origin is in no danger. I forgive his debts. I'm actually pleased he sent you here. I think we can help each other. But first, what can the stork do for you?
There are black tongues on Mycenae. Have you heard anything?
Rumors, whispers in the streets.
Whispers of what?
What you already know. Black tongues in Mycenae. More than one. Other rumors too. Honorable Patroclus speaks with Ionians in private. I wonder what about.
Those mercenaries fight in the arena. What's so strange about that?
I hear Patroclus offered a contract to an Ionian champion named Dokkan.
No one's seen a champion of Ionia. They don't leave their homeland.
Stranger still, only one man has entered the tournament. Who do you think it is?
The Ionian champion.
Correct. Dokkan is unopposed. Not even Achilles has agreed to fight.
Madness! What is he thinking?
May I suggest you put that question to Patroclus? Now, you have been given something of value, yes? I would expect something of value in return.
I don't deal with criminals, Khufu.
Don't be hasty. What I want and what you want are the same. I could care less if the Ionian wins or loses. Business goes on. But if there's only one fighter, we don't have a tournament. No tournament, no gambling. No gambling, no business for Khufu. You could convince Achilles to enter the tournament. He respects you.
Why? So you can turn a profit from your gambling business?
Think on this. If Achilles wins, Mycenae will proudly accept the rule of a native son. If Dokon wins, there will be civil war.
There is some truth in what he says, Jason.
Very well. We'll go speak to Patroclus. Something doesn't add up here.
Humble gratitude. Khufu keep little spies work hard. If Khufu learn more, little spy come to you.
This tournament is a mistake. The people here are strong, devoted to Ares, but this goes too far. Even they will not easily submit to a new king determined by a tournament.
Unless that king was Achilles.
And he hasn't agreed to fight. There's something going on. We'll find...
A cruel world where death is sport.
The arena cells, workshop, and champ...
Jason, good to see you again.
Daedalus, there's an agent of King Minos on Mycenae. He asked me to bring him a feather from your wings.
Good old Damon. As predictable as the stars. It appears my time on this island has come to an end.
You know him?
He's been chasing my trail ever since I fled Crete.
What if I told him you weren't here?
He might not believe you. He'd likely try to verify it from a second source. Unless you brought him the proof he seeks.
You want me to give him a feather?
A feather would earn you his trust, and then you could tell him any story you like. Say, for example, that I left in a hurry just this morning, headed for Alexandria. I don't want to pressure you, Jason. The wings are there. Take a feather if you want.
Daedalus, I've heard Patroclus has an arrangement with an Ionian champion called Dokon.
You too, eh? I know this much. That Ionian was here earlier to speak with him. He's a beast of a man. I used to scoff when people said the champions of Ionia were a match for any champion in Greece. Now, I'm not so sure.
Why is nobody entering this tournament? Does no one wish to be king?
Some of it is fear. Rumor is this Dokkan is among the best fighters in all of Ionia. Others are waiting to see what Achilles will do. But I tell you this, a few gladiators were boasting that they'd enter. Those boasts stopped after they met with Patroclus.
Why will Achilles not enter?
Who knows what goes through the mind of that peacock? He doesn't fear any man, but he might fear the thought of being a king.
Could he be convinced to fight?
Patroclus might be able to talk him into it, but he doesn't seem to want to. You know, he might listen to you.
I must go now, Daedalus. I'll speak to you again later.
Achilles is finishing up a sparring session. Patroclus should be up above in the stands, watching.
Peerless display, as usual, Achilles.
Yes, yes. Send the girl.
Ah, King Jason. Congratulations on a most entertaining trial. I must admit, I was surprised at how it ended, but my prophet soon eased the sting of that shock.
I hear you have a new fighter under contract. An Ionian.
I'm always in the market for exotic talent. Have you seen him? No? An amazing specimen.
I'm not sure the people of Mycenae will share your high opinion of him should he win.
Mycenae is first and foremost the land of Ares. The strongest should rule, foreigner or not. The people will understand.
I'd think you'd want Achilles to fight. As of now, you don't even have a tournament.
I'm not a slaver. If the man doesn't want to fight, I can't force him. Achilles is a great warrior, perhaps the best, but can you really see him as a king? As long as his cup and his bed are frequently refreshed, our great Achilles is quite happy.
You've got the chance to hold the biggest tournament in the history of Mycenae and you're letting it pass? You're up to something, Patroclus. I know it.
My good king, you just completed a trial by combat. Do you really wish to suffer through another by slandering my good name? Now I bid you good day.
I really dislike that man.
Let's go back below and speak to Achilles. I want to hear for myself why he won't fight.
trial. Merchant Pythias cleared up debts. Contemplates new start in Massalia.
Ah, back again. I hear you've been in the arena. Did you find anything feathery?
Is this what you're looking for?
That's it, exactly. You saw Daedalus yourself?
No, he's no longer here.
What do you mean?
Patroclus said he left yesterday. Unexpected, in a great rush. Left most of his things behind, including those wings.
Curses! Always a step behind. Did he tell Patroclus where he was going?
One of the gladiators saw him board an Egyptian galley, headed for Alexandria.
So close.
But at least I've proof I'm on his trail. I must move quickly. Thank you for your commitment to justice, friend.
The cleansing of the Cyclades. King Lycomedes drives the Black-tongued forces from their hidden camps on the Cyclades.
The man who begs for mercy is a coward. Leave mercy for the man who begs the sword.
King Lycomedes.
Without witness, there can be no spectacle. What makes this a show is not those who fight, but those who watch.
What do you need, Jason?
I sent your friend Damon off to Alexandria.
So I heard. Here's hoping he enjoys his trip. Once he figures out he's been duped, he'll be back. I'll need to be long gone before then. Time to move on, I suppose. Speaking of which, I hear you have quite a ship, Jason.
The Argo. Built by Master Argos. I don't boast in saying I've never seen her equal.
There wouldn't happen to be room aboard for a forge, would there?
I'd be honored to count you among the crew, Daedalus. If that's what you're asking.
It is indeed. I knew you couldn't refuse the world's foremost genius. A moving workshop. What better way to keep ahead of King Minos and his agents?
First things first. I've got work yet to do on Mycenae.
Of course. Any way I can help.
I must go now, Daedalus. I'll speak to you again later.
I'll keep my eyes open around here.
Achilles! Achilles, it's Jason.
Oh, where are you going, Achilles? Come back.
What is it? I am preoccupied at the moment.
Why are you not fighting in the tournament?
Achilles, tell the wine bearer to leave it at the door. We're waiting.
Then fill your cups and wait some more. What business is it of yours if I fight or not?
Who rules this kingdom is the business of everyone on Mycenae.
What need have I of a crown? What need have I of the fist of Ares? Let the Ionians sit on a throne and bandy words with merchants and farmers. That sounds like Tartarus to me.
Do you really think wine and women will keep you satisfied forever? You throw your life away in this room.
Remember who you speak to. I am Achilles. Listen to the people. When I stride upon the arena floor, you'd think Ares himself had appeared before them. Don't you see, Jason? I'll be remembered as the greatest fighter the world has ever seen.
The greatest? You're nothing, Achilles. You think you'll be remembered as the greatest fighter in the world? You'll be remembered more for what you didn't do. All your ability wasted here in mindless sport. Achilles, slayer of indebted merchants and pickpockets. That's your legacy.
Save your breath. You want to stop the Ionian from winning? Fight him yourself. Then you can have 2 kingdoms to muck up.
Achilles, we're bored. Come back to us.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to receive my therapy.
Achilles!
What is he thinking? What now, Jason?
We must keep searching. We have to find those Black Tongues.
We could see if Senator Anaxagoras has turned up anything new. Or the guardsman Alexius at Ares' watch. He seemed willing to help. And there's always Khufu. Perhaps his spies have found something. We won't find them standing here. Come.